Now, to save a little bit of time, I've already imported a couple of my Rackspace setups from my own gig file here so that you can see how I use layers and splits. I use these as templates for any types of layers and splits in my setup, so I can easily import this, chuck in a few sounds, set up a couple of controls, and I'm done in a couple of minutes. In the layers template that I use in my own gigs here, you can see I've disconnected the MIDI in cables just for now. On a layer, obviously, we're going to use one keyboard to play a couple of sounds, or as many sounds as you want. And you can see here, I've got two instruments here. I've got a sound from Triton and a sound from Pro Soloist. And to set up that layer with one keyboard, all you do is use your MIDI in block and connect MIDI cables from that one MIDI in block to both instruments. Really simple. You've probably seen that already from the last videos. Now, I'm using here a MIDI in Omni block, which if you remember from the last videos, the MIDI in Omni block listens to all of your MIDI data coming in from all of your connected devices. However, if you wanted to set up like a layer on one particular keyboard, you can right click, remember, and choose the MIDI inputs coming from which singular device that you want to use. And that's how quick and easy it is to set up a layer. Now, I've set up some controls and mappings already to save some time. If you don't know how to do that and you've jumped to this video too quickly, head back to the previous one, and that's where I'll show you how to set up all these controls and mappings. Here's some volume control for that synth. And I've also set up a little bit of cut-off control, a bit of effect control from the phaser, and here comes the Triton sound. That's me. I like that. Now, one of the great time-saving features of Gig Format is, once you've set up a Rackspace exactly how you like it, for instance, like this layer setup here that I've used, I've made this look a little bit more pretty, and I've put in some extra knobs and sliders and things that I could use in other setups in the future. Once you've set that up and you've set up your wiring view with a couple of instruments and some utilities and things, you can then use that whole Rackspace in another gig file or in another setup. And all you have to do is import it, change your sounds, map a couple of controls, and you're done really, really quickly. Now let's have a look at how we create a split. Here's my split template. Very simple, 2 splits. I have a bass on one side and an electric piano on the other. Now, instead of using just one MIDI block to control all of our VSTs, to create split points, we use as many MIDI in blocks as we need for each individual split area. So if we're creating a single split, we would use 2 separate MIDI in blocks. Get me? So let's set up our split point. We're going to first set up a bass guitar. So let's create a MIDI connection here by simply dragging that MIDI in block to that bass guitar. And as soon as we've done that, we can hear bass, but it's going all the way up the keyboard, which we don't want. So let's double click on the MIDI in Omni block, and that brings up the properties of that particular MIDI in block. Down in the middle of that block, you can see keyboard split. And this is where we set up our split points. Let's say, for instance, that we don't want that bass guitar going anywhere up above, say, F here. All we need to do is click Learn on the upper side of that split box control area and press that key. Turn off Learn, and you can see that the keyboard section has grayed out where the bass guitar is no longer playing. As soon as I go up past F, nothing plays. Now let's get that electric piano sorted out. Let's connect it up. As soon as I connect that up, we've got our bass split, but the electric piano is also overlaid over that bass. You might not want that. You might want it, but I don't. So let's double click on that MIDI in block and let's set the split point up now for the electric piano. Because now we're altering the lower end of that split point, we use the lower control here to set the split point for the upper part. Way to make it sound complicated, Mark. So click Learn basically and choose the key that you want the split point for the EP to start on. There's F sharp. Done. And you can see now that the electric piano will not play lower than that F sharp. And we've got our split point already. Yeah, jazzy. Let's fine tune this split a little bit. That electric piano is a little bit too high for me. So in that same MIDI in properties box that's controlling the electric piano, let's take the electric piano down an octave here using the transpose function here. Now we've knocked that down 12 and we should have that now an octave lower. like that better. Yeah. So we've created a split. However, I am not done yet. We can do splits and layers, yes, but us keyboard players also like to play around with velocity switched layers. So you can see this little setup here that I haven't actually talked about yet. This is another MIDI in block and another instrument. I haven't connected up the MIDI yet, but let's do that right now. And this particular patch from Triton is a brass sound. Now I want the brass sound to be split exactly the same as the electric piano, but I only want it to come in when I start playing with a bit of gusto. So now let's double click on that particular MIDI in block and set up some parameters. Now you can see I've already set up the split point for this. This is exactly the same as the electric piano. There's the electric piano there. You can see the split point is exactly the same. However, now I'm going to play around with some of the velocity controls inside the MIDI in properties box. It's right beside the keyboard split area. So just now it's set up a standard, perfectly flat velocity curve. And the brass is coming in straight away. I only want the brass to come in really when I'm playing the keys really hard. So I'm going to warp that up to, say 120-ish. There we go, 122. So here's all three MIDI in blocks. Now you can see on the left-hand side here, that's the bass guitar one. The middle one is the electric piano. And on this far right-hand side here, this is the brass one. And this will only play when I dig in a bit. However, brass is still too high. I'm going to bring that down an octave as well. Sorted.